Imagine you are the biggest sport brand on the planet. You've got the best engineers, the best materials, and the most famous athletes. Then, in just 33 seconds, it all goes up in the smoke. One single step from a 19-year-old kid didn't just break a sneaker. It wiped $1.1 billion off the stock market in less than 24 hours. This isn't just about a ripped shoe. This is a story of physics versus profit, a PR nightmare, and a secret engineering fix that changed the NBA forever. Today, on Hope Decode, we are breaking down the most expensive equipment failure in history. To understand the failure, you have to understand the man. Zion Williamson is what the Scots call a generational anomaly. He is 285 pounds of a pure muscle, moving at the speed of a gazelle. There is nobody in the history of the game built like him. He's got the weight of an NFL offensive lineman, but the vertical leap of a prime Vince Carter. When a guy like that changes direction, he's not just playing basketball, he's conducting a high-stress mechanical test on everything he wears. And on February 20, 2019, Nike's technology, it simply failed the test. Let's get into the science. When Zion plants his foot to make a hard cut, he generates something called lateral shear force, using the basic physics of force equals to mass times acceleration. Engineers estimate that Zion's foot exerted over 200 pounds of pressure against the side of the shoe. Think about that. That's like a small car landing on a piece of foam and mesh fabric. The shoe he was wearing was the Nike PG 2.5. Now, look at this. Most big man shoes have a lateral outrigger, a little extension of the sole to stop the foot from sliding off. The PG 2.5? It didn't have a strong one. It was designed for Paul George, a smooth 220-pound wing. It was never meant to contain a 285-pound tank like Zion. But here's the kicker. Nike knew this could happen. This wasn't the first time. Back in 2014, Manu Ginobili's foot went straight through his Nike shoe during a game. Then it happened to Aaron Gordon. So why this keep happening? It's the classic battle, design versus performance. Nike wants shoes to be light and breathable because that's what sells to the public. But light and breathable usually means thin and weak. Zion just happened to be the guy who exposed that flaw on the biggest stage possible. The fallout was instant. By the time the opening bell rang on Wall Street the next morning, Nike's stock plummeted by 1%. Now you might think, hey, it's only 1%. But in the world of mega corporations, the 1% equal $1.1 billion in market value. Evaporated. Every headline in the world was mocking their quality. Adidas and Puma were circling like sharks. This wasn't just a broken shoe anymore. It was a crisis of confidence in the world's biggest brand. Nike didn't just send Zion a new pair and a sorry note. They went into full-on war mode. They flew a team of engineers to North Carolina, measured his feet with 3D scanners, and then flew to China to oversee a custom manufacturing run. They built him a custom Kyrie 4 that was basically an armored vehicle. They used reinforced stitching and a much stiffer foam. It was a military-grade basketball shoe. And get this, despite the embarrassment, Zion didn't sue. Why? Because Nike allegedly offered him a massive blank check and eventually a shoe deal worth an estimated $75 million. The Zion blowout changed the game. It forced Nike and everyone else to realize that as athletes get more powerful, the science has to keep up. You can't just sell cool-looking shoes to guys
who move like superheroes.
But what you think? Was this just a freak accident, or did Nike get too greedy with their designs? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the science and the business of the game, you know what to do? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is Decode, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.